Hey folks, welcome back. It's Ardwulf. We're on episode 6 of our playthrough of Hearts of Iron 3 as Germany, and we are on January 2nd, 1937. So, for those of you who haven't done so already, I would like you to check out the blog at ardwulfster.wordpress.com, because there I will be talking more in depth about the game. So, let's see here. We've got to fix this. And we're totally out of characters on that. Sturzkampfgeschwader is the name of our close air support group. Now we need to look at these tactical bombers too. These are going to be called Kampfgeschwader. So for me, the part of the sort of, I don't want to say role-playing aspect, but I mean, you can call it that if you want. But kind of one of the things that I like about Hearts of Iron 3 and playing Germany in particular is that I do kind of know enough or can look up enough German to do this kind of stuff. I tried to do this with the French, and I had to look up absolutely everything, and it was a giant time sink. So I completely gave it up. So anyway, let's see where we are here. So here, let's see. Here's our Oberkommando der Wehrmacht in Berlin. Here's our Heeresgruppe Ost in out in the middle of nowhere, just outside of Berlin. Here is Heeresgruppe West. This is the Sicherungsarmee. I think what we're going to do is detach this here and reattach that to Heeresgruppe Ost. Let's start the clock. There's no particular reason to be going slowly or not going at all right now. So our Air Force is in pretty good shape, but looking at, let's speed us up to speed 4 here. We need a lot more interceptors. Right now we have, I guess I should look at these, huh? Okay, so we have, oh, that's not cool. This should actually be Jagdgeschwader. We'll rename this to the first Kampfgeschwader. Alright, we need to take a look at this. What do we got here? Ah, Jagdgeschwader. Excellent. So actually, let's look and see where these guys can go. These are all interceptors. They can go here. We can merge them there. And we're going to call this the 4th Jagdgeschwader. And then enter, we can put them. So looking at these, just to make sure that everything is where it's supposed to be. Jagdgeschwader are interceptors. Kampfgeschwader are tactical bombers. That's correct. Kampfgeschwader, tactical bombers. These should be interceptors, and Sturzkampfgeschwader are close air support. And what we're shooting for here is 7 wings of interceptors, or 7 squadrons, I should say, of interceptors, and then 2 each of tactical bombers and close air support. We're going to end up with 3 tactical bombers because we started with a lot of them. But the stuff we got rolling off the line, even now, is way better than the stuff we had rolling off the line back then. So let's look at our officer ratio. It's going up, which is good. Production is not in horrendous condition. Looking at, you've got stuff coming off. Better ground control advance. Let's keep that rolling. I hate doing this. But I also really like being able to see exactly when stuff's coming. Stuff's coming. More garrisons. Let's look at this garrison. There might be 4 here. Yep, there is. This is the 4th... Oh boy, there's more. So let's grab them collectively, create an HQ, then take the HQ and attach it to the Versicherungsarmee. Move these guys up here to Wittenberg, I think. Do I have more garrisons coming off? I do. I'm going to stop the clock, and I'm going to cancel these. I don't need any more of these right now. Do I? This is the last of them. I'll roll them off. That's fine. And they're coming in April. Because I do need these at some point. Schwerpunkt. Look at technology. Let's take a look at our diplomacy. Looking at majors. U.S. is about where it was last time we looked at it, although I think its drift is a little bit higher now. Let's take a look at intelligence. So we're going to, let's see. We're going to get rid of this. What do we got here? Oh, submarine engine. Let's rack that off. And that gives us 2 space, actually. I'm not sure that makes sense. No, it doesn't. We need 21. We got 19. That's fine. Alright, so going back to the clock and going back to intelligence. We want... Actually, let's go all. And prioritize by spies. Austria's counter-espionage is 0. So our NSDAP, which I actually looked up what that is in German, and Nationalsozialistisch Deutsche Arbeiterpartei. So I actually could do it. Let's put some of that there. German-American Bund is way down. So what we're doing is looking at this counter-espionage number and making adjustments as needed. Italy, Netherlands, Schweiz. Ooh. Eidgenössische Sammlung. That sounds like that's us. But their counter-espionage is pretty high, too. So we're going to... increase counter-espionage in a lot of these places for a bit. And I'm not seeing a ton that I feel like I need to do here. And I'm not going to spread any more spies around. We have 27 free spies. That number is going down a little bit. Speed the clock up to speed 5 here. Submarine torpedoes. We got to take that off. And this is going down again. That number is still 7. It's only been a matter of days, so I wouldn't necessarily expect that to have a huge impact quite yet. Let's look at it at around the beginning of March. One of the problems of running on speed 5 is I feel obliged to pause a lot. Tactical command structure advance. I'm willing to keep that. Alright, now we got some stuff. Infantry divisions. Now, let's go to the unit browser. Where is the Sturzkampfgeschwader? It's up here in East Prussia. So we're going to put this under Heeresgruppe Ost. This Jagdgeschwader will go under Heeresgruppe West. And you see a lot of shadows with question marks here. We're going to have to take a look at that. Alright. This will go under, whoops, Heeresgruppe Ost. Heeresgruppe Ost. Heeresgruppe West. Kassel. Heeresgruppe West. We're going to need to reorganize all these guys, of course, at some point. But for now, I'm pretty happy with where those are. But let's look at our armies here. So we have... in the east, I think we're in fairly good shape here in the west, I think. No, not really. This can go under the 5th Army Corps. So one of these can go under 5th Army Corps. And that'll go there. So that puts the 5th... I guess we'll look at the west first here. Let's see. So the 3rd Army is going to be... look at the 1st Army here. We need to change the name of this. And let's see here. So under the 1st Army Corps, we really need more in the east, to be honest. Because if we find ourselves suddenly declared war upon. So let's look at the east first. This is the 6th Army Corps. I can do that. 4th Army Corps. Alright, so that's full. Now we got some IC coming off. We do have some armored divisions and an armored brigade. This armored brigade will go with that Waffen SS unit. These, I haven't the vaguest idea. Let's look at technology real quick, actually. Because we need self-propelled artillery brigade, and we need these first. Light. These come off, Jesus, next year. Alright, so back to production. Air is pretty much well in hand. We have 10.66 ready to go. Looking at the Bismarck, I want to say right around mid-year, I think we're going to put another one in production. I think. Air is well in hand, so let's make some more infantry divisions. Gotta remember to do it as reserves. This will stay on if you check it, but it will uncheck itself after you reload the game. So 2 sounds good, huh? 2 sounds good. Alright, so that puts that in pretty good shape. But looking at... we need to put somebody in charge here of Oberkommando der Wehrmacht. Alright, let's put somebody in charge, and then let's go by rank here. Von Kluge, who's offensive and winter specialist. Von Blomberg, who's offensive. Von Boom Ermoli is old guard and defensive doctrine. I'm going to put in, he's a skill 1. Geez, that's terrible. Let's pause. So old guard means that he gains less experience, like a lot less experience. I want a guy with about a 3 here. He doesn't have to be somebody that's awesome. Logistics wizard, supply consumption minus 25%. We got our guy. Hoff is now in charge of the entire German armed forces. So we have a national decision to make, and that's whether to intervene on the side of the Spanish Civil War. Now, from having done this in the past, the Spanish government is basically has just elected a socialist government, and conservative elements in Spanish society. I clicked through the box, so I'll tell you what happens. Conservative elements in Spanish society combine with groups of fascists and monarchists to overthrow that government, and that becomes known as the nationalist Spanish. Republican Spain is the existing government. If we look at Spain right now, this is kind of hard to see, I think. It looks like, hey, nationalist Spain just has this little territory, and Republican Spain has all this territory, but nationalist Spain has most of the army. I've never played as Spain. I've never tried to play as Spain. I don't know whether it makes a difference if we intervene in the Spanish Civil War or not. I suspect it might increase their supply or something like that. It doesn't hurt us in any way other than decreasing our relationship with Republican Spain, which we don't really care about. So the Soviets and the French and probably the British will probably all intervene on behalf of the Republican Spanish. So let's look at Austria's at counter-espionage 0, and we're at 11% there. Spain, excellent. France is at counter-espionage 0, so we'll lower that. USA is still at counter-espionage 7, which is really, really tough. We're going to decrease counter-espionage in Italy, and we're going to support the ruling party. And we're probably going to do the same in Japan as well. Netherlands 3, Greece 0. So we're going to support our party in Greece. Denmark is now at 0. So we'll support our party in Denmark as well. Leave 1 in counter-espionage. Okay, let's go through this in order. Austria, France is at 0. We're adjusted. Norway is at 1. We'll keep the counter-espionage. Soviet Union is at 3. Put 1 in disrupt national unity there. As we've already established, the USA is at 7. The UK is at 2. Italy, we've just adjusted. Switzerland, we've just adjusted. Belgium, Denmark, we've adjusted. Greece, we've adjusted. Japan, we've adjusted. Netherlands, Poland. We're going to go disrupt national unity in Poland. And actually, we are going to put some guys in Czechoslovakia, disrupting national unity. Sounds good. These are all question marks because, oh, look at that. We got some info now. So we're going to have to counter-espionage the shit out of this place. And their national unity is fairly high. I think if their national unity is high enough, they will try to fight the annexation, and I don't want that. That fucks my plans up really bad. So we're not going to deal with that. Let's see, who else? Let's go back to all. And basically nobody else here we care about at all. Latvia, nah, we're gonna roll the Panzers into Latvia. Here we go. We're going to support our party in Yugoslavia. We got to fix that. We'll fix it in a second. Poland, disrupt national unity. That's good. All right, so intelligence is pretty good. We have spies from Switzerland have managed to escape with our technology. Fantastic. Submarine anti-aircraft armor we got to punt off, and this gives us space to develop something else. We will take medium tank. Let's see. Engine. Reliability. We'll do reliability first. And we're going to kick that to the top just so it doesn't get like rolled off the bottom. Let's see. Is anything crazy on here like this? It's not coming off till most of the way through next year. That all basically looks fine. So we're going to give that another couple of months. Alright, but officers continue to go down, spies continue to go up. So we're going to tack this down. We're at 4.97 right now. Take that down to 4.75. That's 0.71. What do we got here? More garrisons. Great. Okay, so we're going to put this garrison group in the... I guess we'll put them over here. We will need these. We just didn't need them quite this soon. And I guess I should have thought of that. Ooh, is this full? Shit! It's full! We need to change this to the... Fifth Sicherungskorps. And then this will change to the 6th Sicherungskorps. And we can't really attach them where we want to attach them, so we'll click out, create a new army, put them here, and we'll call this the 2nd Sicherungsarmee. I'm satisfied with that. And we've got IC coming off. Now we're done with the and we're just going to make 2 more infantry divisions actually. I'm satisfied with that. Looking at these numbers, let's pump up our reinforcement a little bit, just so that number goes away soon. Submarine hull advance, basic medium fuel tank, we got to look at that. Submarine hull, we got to roll off. And we'll put in medium tank gun. And medium tank armor. And that puts us where we want to be. We have a unit available. This is a... let's see. This is a Sturzkampfgeschwader. This is a Jagdgeschwader. Second Jagdgeschwader. First Kampfgeschwader. First Kampfgeschwader is where we want them. Alright, so Air Force-wise, as far as tactical bombers go, we've got more than we need. Now, a lot of those aircraft are old and shitty. So, there's that, but let's see here. We could put this Sicherungsarmee under Heeresgruppe West. And let's do that. Let's strategically relocate this here. And strategically relocate these guys here. That is fine for now. We've got production coming. We're wasting some on reinforcement. Let's get rid of that. Production. How much? 9. 2 more infantry divisions. We are understaffed as far as infantry divisions go. As far as tanks go, that's a good point. So when stuff gets free next time, we're going to make 2 medium tank. This is something. Now, why did that happen? Did this just go up? I don't think so. Well, we're going to make 2 armored divisions. Actual panzer divisions. It's going to be 2. So let's see what we can get here. We want 2 light, a Waffen-SS. That's 8. That's a 6. Something with a 6 or better. An engineer, maybe? That is looking good. So that's 2 SS Panzer divisions right there. Wait, we gotta fix this. Delayed doctrine advance. We're gonna pull that off. And get medium tank engine. Put those close to the top. What's coming off soon here? Boy. A lot of the destroyer stuff. Looking at production. We do have some destroyers. Is this a serial run? It's not, so that's the last of the destroyers. What do we got here? We've got interceptors, Jagdgeschwader. We'll put them here. Merge these guys, and we're going to make this group the 5th Jagdgeschwader. And we're going to attach them to Heeresgruppe West. That looks good. Start the clock again. Alright, what do we got here? Resource stockpile almost down. Okay, that's a problem. Let's look at that. Let's kick that up to where it needs to be. We have units available to be deployed. Alright, so we need to look at... okay, here. This is a regular tank division. Do we have that armored division up here yet? We don't. I know there's more tanks here somewhere. Where they are, I couldn't tell you. Did we move? Well, we did move one of these up here. What else do we got coming off for armor? So that's one. Yeah, okay, that works. These numbers. Whoo, why is this screwed up? Let's put those guys toward the top. Alright, that's more like it. Now let's see what more armor we have. We got 2 more armor coming. 2 more light armor coming, I should say. And we're way above where we need to be. That's that armor screwing us up. Let's drag that to 0. That doesn't do us a ton of good, but Alright, so we've got this, the 10th Panzer Corps here has 2 light armor. We need a 2nd Panzer Corps, so we're going to start that here. Let's see. Yeah, this is fine. And we'll put this guy here. First light armored brigade. Shit! I didn't realize that was a brigade. That's okay. Let's move these guys here. That can wait in the queue. Hindenburg just went down in flames. I don't really care about that. These will get just combined into this really probably pretty badass unit here. And then we are going to create a corps here, and this is going to be the 5th Panzer Corps. And then looking at this, we have the 2nd Army. So this Panzer Corps will be attached to the 2nd Army. That looks pretty good. I'm happy with that. And then let's take a look at where these... Alright, so assault concentration. Let's take a look at that. I think I want to pull that off, which gives us a bit of room. Mechanized infantry. We want mechanized infantry. Small arms infantry. Alright, and we're going to kick Schwerpunkt to the bottom. It'll roll its way off at some point. Sturzkampfgeschwader. Where are we going to put them? Alright, we have to get rid of Destroyer Escort Roll, which is fine. We'll put these guys here. Combine these guys. Okay, so what do we have here? We have 2 close air support here and 2 close air support here. Well, we've got more coming, I guess, so it's really okay. This will be the 2nd Sturzkampfgeschwader. Oops. I didn't have to spell that again. That's okay. Keep the clock rolling here is the key point. Destroyer crew training advance. Let's pull that off. And we are somewhat... Our officers are finally going up, which is good, because this number... I'll explain what this does at some point, but basically there's a delay between attacks, a mandatory delay between attacks, and there's ways around it. There's special circumstances that can apply, like breakthroughs and stuff, but one of the things that affects that number, which is sky high at first by default without the right technology, is your officer ratio. If you don't have enough officers in your army, then it will take a longer delay between attacks, and that's incredibly undesirable if you're on the offense, or even on the defense. So your unit is basically disorganized while that's happening, and it actually takes a defensive penalty too. So we want that number to be as low as possible, which means we want this number to be as high as possible. Now, we're not at war yet. It's not the end of the world if it doesn't happen, but we would like that number to be favorable. So we're on 1st June 1937. I'm going to call this episode to a close here. We got through a good chunk of 1937, I think, thanks to Speed 5 and a relatively uneventful series of events. So we will pick this back up with the next episode, which I hope you will watch. It will be headed your way very soon. Thanks, and I will see you next time.